in this video, I want to explain a little bit the design for the school that we came up with. So our project is a lean school in Astana, and we wanna use we want it to be a very progressive school as well as being very lean, just like focused on teaching lean concepts and being lean itself. Uh, and we didn't want to like just build a regular school. So we're right now like exploring different options of like using modular technologies, using even like trying to maybe even build with containers or maybe light, thin walled metal structures. So all of the modern technologies that might make the construction more efficient, easier, simpler, cheaper, obviously. But we also have some like our like guidelines concepts that we like educational stuff that we have an idea of how we want the school to be, so like to be it more progressive. And this current design encompasses most of our ideas. It doesn't have to be like the final design. It's just like kind of like the mock-up to give to give an idea of what we want our school to be like. So what you see here is three campuses. They're identical right now, and we're thinking like to divide the school into three like smaller schools of like 150, 180 people in total, so that well, this will help like children to feel students to feel more. It'll be easier for them to know all of the other students in their school. So it's not like a huge school. It's like a small. It will have like a smaller. It will have a feeling of a smaller school. So three campuses. This was currently designed for 180 people, and we'll just like I'll go into the design of that. So as you can see, so it looks like this. And the main building block of this design is this modular block of 3 meters, 3.5 meters by 7 meters, 3.5 meters width and 7 meters length. And the whole school is based on these like blocks. And you have a roof on top of that. And between those blocks, there is some open areas here, like this, and also like in the middle from here, like this. And I'll open the roof now so you can see the inside of that. Let me hide this. Here's the main entrance, so people enter through here. But actually, also they can pass through the side, like kind of entrances. So in here into the campuses, if you like connect two campuses together, this is kind of become like the passway between between the campuses. So when you enter, so you get into this huge open space, which is used like as a cafe, as a social space. You have a big staircase here, which serves as a like a very nice social area where people can sit, talk with each other, but also can be used like as a presentation area, or like some performances even can be held here. Not like in the main like assembly hall or something, but just here. And like you can have a stage set up here, so very universal multi-purpose space. Imagine like having tables here, like couches, people eating here, very cozy, very friendly. As you can see, there are no corridors. These are open. These are also open spaces where students can work, chat with each other. I don't know what's going on here. Let me come back. And yeah, this is like what you see from the first glance. And let me remove some of the blocks that you can see the layout of the second floor. You can see that there are like two stories, two floors here. I'll hide that. So the also like the school is this particular campus is based on like educational units of 60 students each, and those 60 students are divided into four teams of 15 students, which each of them having their own coach. So we don't have teachers here; we have coaches. So as you can see, like for example, this second floor and these two rooms on the second floor connected with the breach comprise one educational unit. And these are like two blocks where two rooms, big rooms, they're approximately like 500 square feet. And they can house like two teams of 15 people. You can see like 15 tables here with their coach. This is not a classroom, so our main idea is like the school is not based on classrooms. The school is a place for students to be together, to work with their coach. Each student has a lot of freedom to choose their own curriculum, own things. Like we call them challenges. We take a lot of this stuff from this school in Netherlands called Agora, and so I'm using their terms a lot. So each student has a lot of freedom to choose how he what he explores, what he what he's studying, what he's learning, and the teacher, the coach, is helping him to set his goals properly, to have the proper deliverables, to take care of the timeline, to make it like to have a proper structure to that, and help students and develop those skills for themselves. So these are just so this is not a classroom. It can be a classroom. It can be used as a classroom, but this is like intended to be like a home base where just students are based. They're like it's like in an office. You have your own space where you work and do your work, and you can collaborate with your classmates. It's not based on age, so it's like a different the team. Each team will be excuse me is comprised of different age students. For example, if this is a high school, so here we'll have like students of ages from, I don't know, 12 to 16, and that will also help improve their education. Also, having said that, so two teams sit here, and the idea is that there are different modalities of education. So there is like the classroom where you listen to your teacher, but also you want to have some place for individual work where no one interrupts you. You want to have a place for group work, for example, meeting rooms, right, where you can gather with your team and just discuss some progress. Also, you want to have some social space. You want to have maybe a space for presentations, right, to have a lot of presentations. So this campus kind of like provides for students opportunities for different ways of learning. So that's like the big idea. We have like three educational units, as I said, of 60 students. It's like this one, these two rooms on the second floor, two rooms on the first floor underneath this room, and also two rooms on this floor. They're very pretty big rooms. I know we wanted to have as few walls as possible, and ideally, like in a normal school, you would have these separated by wall, but right now, I don't know. We're thinking of using maybe movable walls, um, some kind of partitions. But right now, it's just like one big room housing with for teams of 15 students. Yes, and if we're moving to the let me hide this. If we're moving to the first floor, I'll just hide all of this. Moving to the first floor, you can see that yes, this is the bottom. This is the educational unit I was talking about, and on this side, underneath this third educational unit on the second floor, we have a maker space and a place for music lessons. So yeah, like this. We also want to have a very big focus, yes, on music, obviously music education. Um, Here we'll have kind of like a kitchen, and here we'll have bathrooms. So yeah, let me just spin this just to give you a better view. But this is the general design idea that we have. As I said, this is not final. Can be there can be like a different arrangement of this, but if we're using like modular blocks and just like pretty much any way, it's this is gonna be the idea. We're gonna have not more than 150, 180 students on a campus. We want to give them like their home bases where they can yes interact with their coaches. We want to have them like give them this open spaces like gathering areas and like presentation areas, and other ways we want to give them like some meeting rooms as well. We obviously want to give them a big maker space where they can have a lot of like stuff. We can work with their hands. They can build stuff, woodworking, 3D printers. They can, I don't know, have art lessons there, science lessons. So very multi-purpose room like this. It can be bigger, it can be smaller, but the general idea is like this. So yeah, thanks a lot. If you have any questions, yeah, let me know.